My name is Kyle Metzloff. I am the endowed chair of metal casting at University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I'm also the FEF Key Professor, and I started doing that a couple of years after I started at Platteville here, under the guidance of Roger Hauser, who started the FEF program in 1969. And with his guidance, I took over that role, and I think that we've grown the program to where we're now one of the top schools in the nation for metal casting. The Foundry Educational Foundation is a program that is meant to inspire young people to go into the metal casting industry. And UW-Platteville is one of the 25 schools in the country that is involved in that. We are a certified school, which means that they come by and do a review of our program every 4 or 5 years and make sure that we're up to standard. We also get some funding from FEF to help to run the laboratory, and really I couldn't run the laboratory the way I'm running it right now without the funding, and that's in addition to the endowed chair that we recently worked on. The endowed chair, one of the things I was concerned about is that if I were to leave, or let's say wasn't here for some reason, that we'd be able to continue to have the FEF program here with someone that has a similar background to what I have, namely a PhD in metal casting or metallurgy. People, when they graduate in engineering, have not had much experience in metal casting, and so my students have a particular knowledge in how to design something that can be manufactured as a casting. And many of my students sometimes end up advising engineering groups on how to design castings. I had a student that worked for Case New Holland, and his job was to teach all the new mechanical engineers on how to design metal castings. I've had students graduate from my program with over $25,000 in industry scholarships, just due to applying and being from a school that is well recognized with our program. So I hope to help the students receive funding while they're going here, help to have them get internships, help to guide them into their particular field, and then when they go to be for their final employment, I acted as an advisor to not only steer them to the right company that's a fit for them, but I'm also working for the companies in that I'm going to give them a student that is also a right fit, and it has to be a fit on both sides. And I think that my niche is that I have a good feel for the students because I'm with them so much in my laboratory that I know about their family and I know about their personal life to this point that I can pick the right company that for them to kind of go and pursue, and also I usually have an in with those companies where I can call them up and say, yeah, you really need to hire this student. They're going to do well for you.
Our program here at UW-Platteville is unique. We have a flourishing dairy industry in Wisconsin, and so we have other schools, sister schools in the system who also have dairy science majors. But down here in southwest Wisconsin, we have some things that really make us unique. One of those things is a thriving population of small ruminant animals. So goats and sheep, especially on the dairy side of things, are really popular down here. We have 2 really great dairy processors that process goat milk, and then we also have some former students who are leading the way in dairy sheep production as well. So our focus on small ruminant production makes us unique, but also some of the hands-on learning that we do out at the farm also makes us unique. We have a new calf and heifer production systems class where we're partnering with industry folks like Purina Land O'Lakes to be able to give students a lot of really great hands-on experiences with some of the best technology that's out there. We have collars on our cows to be able to monitor their health and their rumination. And so we have a dairy records analysis class where we take that information directly from our farm bring it into the classroom and talk about how do we make recommendations, how do we make sure that we're being the best producers that we can be, so students get hands-on experience with all of those different things. The other thing that makes us unique is the fact that we don't have a food science program, but we find it very, very important for our students to be able to understand milk, understand where it's coming from in the cow, but then also what do we do with it after that? You can see behind me the pasteurizer and a cheese vat and some ice cream machines. So we have the students come into the lab and they analyze the milk. They understand what do we do on the farm that makes it the best product that we can have, and then how do we turn it into these great dairy products that we pride ourselves on in Southwest Wisconsin and throughout Wisconsin. So when we give students these hands-on experiences, when we can show them critical thinking, when we can ask them to problem solve and create and make new things, it's really going to be something that's going to benefit them not only while they're in school, but for a lifetime as well.